So today I am going to begin chapter 5, upthrust in fluid. It's clear? Now, first you tell me what do you mean by weight of any body? Weight of any body. What do you understand by the weight of the body? So, what is weight of the body? It is the force which earth exerts on any body. That is also known as force of gravity. Force of gravity. It's clear? If there is any body of mass m, here this is a body of mass m, then how much force will be exerted by earth on this body? So how much force will be exerted by earth on this body? That will be equal to m into g. M into g. And this force will act in vertically downward direction. It acts in vertically downward direction. It's clear? So this is known as weight. Means weight of any body of mass m is equal to m into g. Now, what do you mean by G? What is the meaning of G? G is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. Who can tell the value of acceleration due to gravity? Akshay Srivastava. What is the value of acceleration due to gravity? So its value is 9.8 meter per second square. It's clear? In CGS unit, because this is in the MKS unit. If you see in the CGS unit, it is 980 centimeter per second square. This is in CGS unit. It's clear? So what is the weight of the body? It is the force which earth exerts on any body towards its center. It is the force which earth exerts on any body towards its center. That is known as the weight of the body. If there is any body of mass m, then what will be the weight of that body? M into g. Weight will be equal to m into g, where g is what? Acceleration due to gravity. It's clear? Its value is this. Now, what is SI unit of weight? SI unit of weight. Who can tell? Arush Pandey. What is the SI unit of weight? My audio is reaching or not? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, what is the SI unit of weight? Who can tell?
Sir, kilogram.
Not kilogram. It is Newton. It is Newton because weight is force. Weight is force. So its SI unit is Newton. Then there are gravitational units. Gravitational units. Kilogram force and gram force. Kilogram force. In salt, we write it as kgf. And gram force. In salt, we write it as gf. It's clear? And 1 kilogram force is equal to how many Newton? So 1 kilogram force is equal to G Newton. And what is the approximate value of G here? It is 9.8 meter per second square. 1 gram force is equal to how many dyne? Dyne is the CGS unit of force. CGS unit of force. Unit of force. It is dyne. It is dyne. And 1 gram force equals to G dyne. What is the value of G? It is 980 centimeter per second square. 980 centimeter per second square. So see once again, what is weight? Weight is the force which earth exerts on any body towards its center. It is the force which earth exerts on any body towards its center. That is known as weight. It is also known as force of gravity. If there is any body of mass m, then what will be the weight of that body? Weight of that body will be m into g. What is g? It is acceleration due to gravity. G is acceleration due to gravity. Its value in the MKS system, which is also known as SI unit, is 9.8 meter per second square. In CGS system, it is 980 centimeter per second square. Now see here, what are the units of weight? In SI unit, it is Newton. In CGS unit, it is dyne. And why? Because weight is a force. Therefore, the units of force are also the units of weight. Units of force are also the unit of weight. It is clear? Now see here, there are some gravitational units. Kilogram force and gram force. Kilogram force in salt, it is written as kgf. Gram force in salt, it is written as gf. 1 kilogram force equals to g Newton. 1 gram force equals to g dyne. And what is the value of g? It is given here. Sometimes it is taken as 10. Then here it will become 1000. It's clear? This point is clear. Now there is one more thing. Weight always acts vertically downward from center of gravity. Weight acts from center of gravity, CG. It always acts vertically downward from the center of gravity. It is clear? So suppose this is a body. What will be the direction of weight? So direction of weight will be vertically downward. It will be vertically downward. You can see here it will be vertically downward. It is clear? Weight will act in the vertically downward direction. Now see here. Suppose this is a container. Here I have taken a container which is containing some amount of water, or there may be some other liquid also. I have taken it water. Here it is containing some amount of water. Now see here. If you drop a stone in this is a stone. You have dropped this stone here. What will happen? What will you observe? If you take a brick मालूम होगा. If you take a stone and drop it inside this container which is containing water, what will you observe?
Sir, water will be flow out.
Water will be. Then now
water will flow out. Water will flow out.
No, water will not flow out. Suppose the container is this.
Sir, the level of water will
Then the level of water will rise. Water level will rise in the container.
Level of water will rise. That is correct. Level of water will rise. That is correct. But if you take it inside and remove your hand, then what will happen? If
Brick
you
will
take
sink
it inside
down.
and remove your hand,
Brick will sink down. Sink down.
It will sink down.
No.
Who has told?
Shifa.
So it will sink. And why it will sink down? Why it will sink down?
Sir, because of the weight of a stone.
Why it will sink down? Asi Srivastav. Why it will sink? Asi. Asi, audio is reaching or not?
Yes, sir.
So answer the question. Why it will sink? It will sink because of the weight of the brick. It will sink because of the weight of the stone. It is clear? Since it is acting in vertically downward direction, therefore, because of that, it will sink. Because we know that weight of every body acts vertically in downward direction. Weight of every body acts vertically in downward direction. It is clear? And since it is acting in downward direction, so when you will remove your hand, it will come down. It will settle down the bottom of the vessel. It is clear? But if in place of this, you take another ping pong ball. If you take a ping pong ball, it is clear, this is a ping pong ball. And you take it inside and then you remove your hand. What will you observe? Have you seen the ping pong ball?
Yes, sir.
Ping pong ball.
Ball will float above the water.
So it will be float above the water.
Who has told? किसने बताया? Adi. If you take a ping pong ball inside the water, yes, what will happen?
Sir, it will go
what
up.
Will happen?
Sir, it will go up.
It will go up. Why it will go up?
Sir, because the density is low and the weight is also low.
Density is low and weight is also low, but it will here, you can see, this is a sketch pen. It is having a very small weight, but what happens? It goes down. If you leave it here, it do not go
so
up.
Because the
down.
density of air is less than the density of pen.
This is not the correct reason. Why it is going down?
So
why it is floating up? Why it is floating up? So see here, what is the region? Here,
because of the upthrust.
Here,
because of
weight
buoyancy.
is acting like this, like this. Here also weight is acting in downward direction. But this example suggests this from here we get the idea of some upward force also. From here we get the idea of some upward force also. Means some upward force is also acting on it in the upward direction. There is some upward force is also which is acting in upward direction. कुछ upward force भी लग रहा है. It's clear? And because of this upward force, it goes up. Because of this upward force, it goes up. So whether upward force is not acting here, here also the upward force is acting. Whether upward force is not acting here, so here also the upward force is acting. Upward force we have denoted by F dash B. We have denoted by F dash B. In both cases, upward force is acting. But here weight is more. Therefore, what happens? Body sinks down. It settles on the bottom. It's clear? But here, what happened? Weight is less and upthrust is more. Weight is less and upthrust is more. That's why it goes up and floats on the surface of water like this. It floats on the surface of water like this. It's clear. Some part is immersed and some part is outside water. It is clear. So from here we get an idea of the upward force. Means when any body, whether it is a stone or it is a ping pong ball or it is a piece of cork, is immersed in water or in any other liquid, then what will happen? That liquid exerts an upward force on the body in vertically upward direction. That force is known as upthrust. That force is known as buoyant force. So what is upthrust? You can see here. What is upthrust? What is the other name of the upthrust? Other name of the upthrust is buoyant force. B-U-O-Y-A-N-T. Buoyant force. When any body is immersed partially or wholly. What does it mean? Wholly means completely. Completely. When any body is immersed partially or wholly in a liquid. In a liquid. In your course, there is only water, but it is exerted by every liquid. So when any body is immersed partially or wholly in a liquid, liquid exerts an upward force. On the body. This upward force is called upthrust. This upward force is called upthrust. Means with this upward force which liquid exerts on the body is called the upthrust. It is clear? This upward force which liquid exerts on the body is called the upthrust or buoyant force. And this phenomena is known as buoyancy. This phenomena is known as buoyancy. Means, what do you mean by buoyancy? It is the phenomena of exerting an upward force by the liquid on the body. It's known as buoyancy. It is the phenomena of exerting the force by the liquid on the body when it is immersed in that liquid. It's called buoyancy. It is clear? Now see here. Now when the body is at this position and when it is at this position, in which case this weight will be more? When the body is here or here, where the weight of the body will be more? Where the weight of body will be more? Who can tell? कौन बताएगा किस केस में बॉडी का वेट अधिक है? यहाँ पर जब है या यहाँ पर है?
सर केस 1 में।
जब
सर केस 1 में होगा।
जब यहाँ पर?
यस सर।
यहाँ पर क्या होगा वेट?
सर लेस होगा। सर वेट इक्वली रहेगा पर
weight will remain same in both the places.
Yes,
whether
yes,
body is here or it is partially immersed. In every case, weight will remain same. The value of W will remain same. It is clear? The value of W will remain same. Whether the body is here or it is only partially immersed. In both cases, in all the cases, weight will be same. Now see here, this is what F dash B is what? Upthrust. This is upthrust. In which case upthrust will be more? In the case 1 or in the case 2? Who can tell? In which case upthrust will be more?
In case 1. In case 1, sir. In case 1, the upthrust will be more.
Any other answer? Now you can answer this.
So in the case first, it will be more.
In case 1, upthrust will be more. Ayushi, Gautam, Falguni. Falguni is not there.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes, in which case upthrust will be more? In case
Sir, in-
1 or in case 2?
Sir, in case 1.
In case 2, upthrust will be more. In case 2, upthrust will be more. It's clear? Means here main point is whether body is completely immersed or partially immersed. The value of weight will remain same. It's clear? जो weight की value यहाँ है वही weight की value यहाँ भी होगी. But upthrust depends upon the volume of immersed portion. You can see here in case 2 it is completely immersed. It is completely immersed. It is clear? So here upthrust will be more, and here it is only partially immersed. So here upthrust will be less. It's clear? So here it will be more. F dash B will be maximum here. You can say it will be maximum here. Why it will be maximum? Because it is completely immersed. It is completely immersed. Now see here, I am giving one more example here to illustrate this thing, that why upthrust will be more here. So you can see here, this is a, suppose, very big container like the Balti, which is containing water. Here it is filled with water or some other liquid. It's clear? And you take a plastic container, empty plastic container, which is having the lid. Here it is closed from all the sides. It is closed here. Here it is closed. This is the plastic container. Now you immerse it, and here I am showing some position. One position is this. One position of container is this. Then there is another position of container. And then there is the third position. Now see here. Here this is an empty plastic container. So you will find that in order to keep it in this position, in order to keep the container in this position, you have to apply some force in downward direction. कंटेनर इन पोजीशन पर बना रहे तो तुमको कुछ क्या है, डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगाना पड़ रहा है. जैसे ही ये फोर्स हम हटाते हैं, व्हाट विल हैपन? कंटेनर विल गो अप. एज सून एज यू विल रिमूव दिस फोर्स, व्हाट विल हैपन? कंटेनर विल गो अप. एंड व्हाई? बिकॉज हियर, like here, upthrust will be more. Here upthrust is more, weight is less. Upthrust is more, upward side force is more, weight is less, therefore it will go up. ये ऊपर चला जाएगा. This point is clear? Is clear? So yes, here you will find that this is the empty plastic container, and you have held the container in these three positions. In the position 1, in the position 2, and in the position 3. So you will find that some force will be required in downward direction to keep the container in this position. It is clear? To keep the container in this position. In which case this force will be more? In first case, or in second case, or in third case? तुम लोगों ने अपने घरों में किया होगा.
सर इन थर्ड केस.
अगर हम एक क्या है, जो मग है, जो प्लास्टिक का मग है, एंड इफ वी इमर्ज इट, keeping the open end at the top. So you will find that as soon as it emerges more and more, as soon as it emerges more and more, greater force will be required. Greater force will be required. Here, how much is the emerged portion? This. What is the emerged portion here? It is this. What is the emerged portion here? It is completely immersed. So as you immerse it more and more in the water, greater and greater force will be required to keep it inside the water. It means, इसका मीनिंग क्या है कि यहाँ पर अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में अधिक फोर्स लग रहा, यहाँ पर उससे कम लग रहा, और यहाँ पर क्या है, सबसे कम लग रहा. Here greater force is acting, here some smaller force is acting, and here least force is acting. It is clear? Means more the volume of the immersed portion, more will be the upthrust. More the volume of the immersed portion, more will be the upthrust. It is clear? This point is clear or not? So more the volume of immersed portion, more will be upthrust. More the volume of the immersed portion, more will be the upthrust. This point is clear? Maximum upthrust will act here when the body is completely immersed. Maximum upthrust will act when body is completely immersed. When the body is completely immersed, then in that case maximum upthrust will act, and maximum upthrust we represent by which symbol? Maximum upthrust. It is represented by the symbol F dash B. F dash B. It is clear? Now see here. Here upthrust is F dash B. What will be the upthrust here? It will be less than this or more than this or equal to this. In the second case, upthrust will be less than this. Suppose the upthrust is FB. So this will be less than F dash B, or it will be equal to B this, or it will be more than this. Who can tell?
It will be less.
Less than B.
Sir, it will be less.
It will be less. And why? Because here only a smaller portion is immersed as compared to this. A smaller portion is immersed as compared to this. So here less upthrust will act in this case. So upthrust depends upon what? Upthrust depends upon the volume of immersed portion. More the volume of immersed portion, more will be the upthrust. There is one more factor here. Upthrust depends upon, upthrust also depend on density of liquid. Liquid, or you can say fluid. Fluid means anything which can flow. Fluid means anything which can flow. It may be liquid, it may be a gas also. Now there is one question, whether air is exerting upthrust or not. Air exerts upthrust or not. Exerts upthrust or not. Who can tell? एयर अपथ्रस्ट एक्सर्ट करती है कि नहीं?
No, sir.
Air also exert upthrust, but it is very, very small. That cannot be experienced. It's clear? Air also exert upthrust. Air also exert very small upthrust. It's clear? Because of its very low density, which cannot be experienced. This upthrust we don't feel. We do not feel. But in case of water, we feel this upthrust. It is clear? So upthrust depends upon the density. More the density, more will be upthrust. More the density, more will be upthrust. Will be upthrust. This is clear? Means upthrust also depends upon the density of the liquid. More the density of the liquid, more will be the upthrust. It is clear? Now upthrust acts in what direction? Who can answer? Upthrust किस direction में act करता?
Upward, sir. Sir, upward.
Upward.
Sir, upward.
Upward.
What is the unit of upthrust?
Downward. Sir, weight.
Gravity. Gravity.
No, unit of upthrust.
Sir, Newton.
SI Newton. Because it is a force. It acts vertically in upward direction. Weight acts in vertically downward direction. It is clear? Now you will find that upthrust also depend upon one thing. Acceleration, upthrust also depends on acceleration due to gravity. When we will derive the formula of it, we will find that upthrust also depends upon the acceleration due to gravity. Because when you are doing some experiment in the nearby places, so whatever be the value of G here, the same value of acceleration due to gravity here, and same value of acceleration due to gravity 1 kilometer far from here. It's clear? Everywhere acceleration due to gravity will remain same. So its idea you can get only when you take two places where the value of G is varying widely. There is a significant difference in the value of G. Then you can notice that upthrust also depends upon the acceleration due to gravity. It is clear? So these are the three factors of on which upthrust depends. Volume of the immersed portion, when the body is completely immersed, there will be the maximum upthrust. Number two, it depends upon the density of the fluid. More the density of the fluid, more will be the upthrust. For example, gases exert a very small upthrust. It's clear? In case of a helium-filled balloon, if you see a helium-filled balloon, why helium-filled balloon is rising? एक helium-filled balloon क्यों rise करता? Why it is rising? Because its weight is less and upthrust is more. Upthrust which air exerts, FB exerted by air. So since it is more than W, therefore it rises up. It rises up. It is clear? So here you can see that upthrust is acting. This point is clear? Now see here. Here this I have told. Today you will go through this. Go through this page and this one. Tomorrow also I will